today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Here's a give to Malton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point in this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today. But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of.
Maybe some room here. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Moore, play action. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Give running right. It's Kamari. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the ground, it's Davison. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go play action with Moore. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the offense found no success with the backward going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap, try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moore with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone. It's Phillips. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? That's their dress.
There's a crease. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Iowa sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Phillips. Here's a little room there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore, play action. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Floating away. Trying to make magic with turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in week. On the EA Sports College Football Update Show, we begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 3 team, the SMU Mustangs.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, dude. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. On the move, it's Davison. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Going to the ground. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Sends it back in motion. Dante Moore with the catch. It's Griffin.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Davison. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Moore. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. So now it's second and long. Moore with the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working that left side now.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
To the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Right. So let's go. Ready. Go, go.
Running inside, it's Davison. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Moore from the gun on third down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Still on his feet at the 40. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Under fire. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
More play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He's tackled at the 36. That's a first down for the offense.
Individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship.